sat down just a few years ago with our staff at Harmony Homes and asked them what their biggest challenges were, and they told us affordable housing and childcare. So we decided to get into building affordable housing.
And we're really focused on affordability here, affordability for each one of the residents that lives here.
I've been here since last February, and it's fantastic. It's, I think, 400 square feet or less. That makes it a tiny home. But it's amazing that once they're finished, the space is bigger than what it looked like while it was being built.
I was driving through Dover. I glanced over and I saw some of the construction techniques they were using. So I pulled in and sought out John and introduced myself and told him about the program, and found out that they were really kind of ahead of the curve in terms of energy efficiency.
We have always had sustainability as a really important part of the project, but what Eversource did was really bring it to the next level.
The process of doing a HERS rating requires that there are inspections at certain points along the way. It was just fortuitous that we were able to stop in there that day and catch the project at that point in construction.
We were brand new to building affordable housing, and we went to them and brought our challenges to them. They had suggestions, they had innovations, they had ideas, and everything that we could certainly apply to this project.
They have allowed us to bring our cottages that have a really efficient envelope anyway to that next level is Energy Star, which is really exciting for us.
When we first moved in, we only had baseboard heaters in 2 of the rooms. One's in the bathroom, one's in the bedroom. Then the heat pump split went in, and unquestionably that's got to be what's made the big difference.
We couldn't have afforded the mini splits without the rebates from Eversource. They came in and offered us a rebate that we saw as a great opportunity for our residents, which makes a much more comfortable home for the residents that live here.
So there's continuous insulation, and then they're using spray foam in the cavities and spray foam insulation in the roof. So they're building a really tight, well-insulated shell.
Energy that seeps out unsealed windows or gaps in your walls or in the floor. I mean, it all adds up. And so when we can be as efficient as we can, it's a really great thing.
Each and every one gets its own HERS rating. It's a 0 to 100 score, where the closer you get to 0, the closer you are to a zero energy home. All of the HERS ratings in this tiny home subdivision range from 45 to 49.
In terms of the environment, that's always been a passion. So obviously this living situation fits into that kind of ideology. So yeah, it just kind of goes hand in hand.
What an amazing thing to be able to live in a home that you don't use more energy than you create. Net zero really is the goalpost that we're shooting for.
Housing really sets up everything else, whether it's education, the workforce, any part of our community.
It's very energy efficient, so it makes it more affordable. I'm sort of near the trees and the woodlands behind me. There's that natural aspect as well. Yeah, it's a really comfortable space to be in.
The people that live here are school teachers and firefighters, part of our community, serving our community, and part of the fabric of our community.
It was a really interesting process working with Eversource as a partner. I didn't realize just how much of an asset that was. And then the additional partner that we had that came out and the testing for the energy levels, the blower door tests. I mean, we really just made it as streamlined as possible.
Well, the great part about it is that it really was a team effort, from Maggie's design to Eversource to code enforcement in the city that kind of kept giving us information.
Any comments that I'd make to John and Maggie would be, thank you for giving you such a lovely place to live.